Hi, Katrina. Can you hear me okay? You might have to connect to your computer. Should be a button there.
Hello.
There you are.
There I am.
Hey, Katrina, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good, good. Good morning. Thank you so much
Good
for
morning.
taking the time.
Absolutely.
Yes, I just wanted to really just reach out to you, introduce myself, and really just see if I can add value to what you're doing here online, and with specifically with social media and your real estate business.
Mm.
So I wanted to kind of just maybe share some tips, share some basics that I see that a lot of realtors are missing, and just these basics will kind of just turn around your whole entire brand. It's pretty basic. So thank you so much for taking the time. But are you doing anything else online? Are you doing any type of marketing or Facebook ads or anything like that?
No, I mean I'm a relatively new agent, so I am really trying to find my footing, and it's pretty
Nice.
overwhelming. There's about 18,000 different ways you can do something, and
Yes.
that's kind of so I've kind of been a little here and a little there. So um, I don't have much of a presence on Facebook. I just I have my business page and things like that, but that's really it.
Yes, and I before I even reach out, I always make sure that there is value that I can add there. Whether it's everything that I'm going to show you is pretty much things that you can go do yourself. The only time you'll even want to hire someone like me is if you just simply don't have the time to do it, or if you don't have the knowledge to do it. A few things that I'll touch on are just some basic Facebook ads. Sometimes people know how to do them, sometimes they don't. So the majority of all this, I'll spend maybe the next 10 minutes just showing you some basics that I just highly suggest every entrepreneur, especially a realtor, needs to be here branded on social media. But so no other Facebook ads or you're building your business page, right? I see a link here for your business page.
I don't even know a lot of this stuff. I've just been kind of plotting along. I bought a
Yeah.
course on Udemy that helped me set up some stuff, but that's really about it.
Okay. Here's the bottom line. When it comes to social media, just in general, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, there's really only a few, the top five, let's say: YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, your Instagram. These main top platforms, it's not that you have to be active on all of them. You definitely don't have to be that social butterfly. If it's not your personality, you don't have to be that person, but you have to have them set up and you have to have them listed here on Facebook.
Mhm.
So what I'm going to show you are just basics that are missing that should be there, and by putting them there, it'll allow you to grow your social media on other platforms and just always be front of mind for your audience. Whether it's on Instagram or whether it's here, just being able to brand yourself on multiple platforms to always be in front of your audience is super important.
Mhm.
Super important when it comes to just basic social media branding and marketing. So, and just to kind of let me pull up this part just so you can kind of know where I'm coming from, Katrina, just so you kind of know why in the heck am I so crazy and passionate about marketing. It's just I've been doing it for a while. Like, I've been in the industry of marketing and advertising for the past 19 years.
Mhm.
So that started in 1999. And then in 2010 is when I got into social media marketing, internet marketing, and consulting with realtors, because in 2010 is when I also became a licensed loan officer.
Okay.
So I jumped into the mortgage industry in 2010 here in San Diego. I've been in San Diego my whole life. I just turned 40, so I've been here forever. But I crushed it in mortgages from 2010 to 2015. And in that period, I was also learning Facebook advertising and Google advertising. And then, and that was just refis, purchases, reverse mortgages in the mortgage industry from 2010 to 2015.
Mhm.
But that's where I met a ton of realtors. That's where I met pretty much thousands of them from the East Coast to the West Coast, because I was the lender. And so I networked with a lot of real estate agents, and I knew that the majority of them were simply not marketing. They weren't closing as many deals as they would want. They weren't marketing and advertising like they kind of should be. And I noticed there was a niche there, something missing. So 2015, I left the mortgage industry, started my own social media agency. And so now all I do is focus 100% on real estate agents and helping them with their social media marketing and their Facebook advertising. So rather than trying to pitch you some type of crazy campaign, what I'm going to do is just show you the absolute basics that you have to get up, whether it's me doing it for you or whether you do it yourself. But these are the basics. And then you can kind of go into more advertising down the line if that's even something you want to do. But that would majority of that type of advertising would 100% pertain to Facebook ads. Facebook ads is what you want to start doing. You have to. This is where your entire audience is at, Facebook. So here's suggestion number one. So let's just get onto it. Here's what I'm going to show you. You might want to jot this stuff down. It's pretty basic, but you can write it down. It'd probably be better. Here's what I would suggest. It all starts here on this Facebook personal page. I consult with a lot of realtors where they try to keep it separate. They try to keep this personal, friends and family, and then they obviously have their business page for business. But I truly believe as an entrepreneur and you as a real estate professional, you need to just put yourself out there. Like, you can't be the secret agent. Like, you have to put yourself out there, and it's on this page and it's also on your business page, but kind of mixing the two and showing your audience the real Katrina, so here's where it starts. What I would suggest in this intro section, what I would suggest is taking out Keller Williams. No one on your friends list cares about Keller Williams. We don't even care what broker you work with. We're here for Katrina. Like, that's what's so different about social media, is that it's kind of a personal connection. You're not going to be personal with thousands of people that you'll eventually come across on social media, but there is those certain ones that you do connect with that want to know the real you, and all we want to support is the real you. So as Katrina and as her and I are friends now, I'm going to start liking your post. I'm going to start commenting on your post. I'm going to start sharing your listings and your open houses. That's what genuine people do on social media. They kind of support each other. And what ends up happening is, because you have this link in your intro, people are clicking on that thinking that it's a business page, when really it's not a business page. And so they're kind of clicking on this and it's not leading them anywhere. I know you have your page down here, but all you want to do is simply replace it and put it up here. Okay. Because anytime someone lands here, just like me, I'm landing on Katrina's page for the first time, I'm going to click over here. I'm going to see who she is. I'm going to get to know, what she does for a living. I'm going to see if she can bring value to me or I can bring value to her. Although there are tons of creeps on social media, there are a ton of genuine ones, especially when you're professional. Like, you're a professional realtor. So it's like, I'm a professional businessman. So I tend to attract those types of people. And as you connect with those types of people, they want to know who you are. And so what's happening right now is people are clicking on this thinking it's your business page, but it's not. So you just want to simply change it. That's all you got to do. Change it out. So anytime someone lands here, they see your page right away. It takes them to this page right away, and people start liking and following you here as well. Okay. And I'll tell you the importance of this page. This page is super important right here. I'll share what the importance of this page is, but let's just focus on this personal one. But that simple edit makes a huge, huge difference. Okay. Okay, now when you scroll down, here's what's going on over here. Right where the little kitty cat is at, right below that picture, right where it says 14 mutual friends, this is where every single social media link should be listed. Your Instagram, your Pinterest, your Twitter, your actually, I already mentioned Instagram, your LinkedIn, and your .com and your website. So 5 things: YouTube, LinkedIn. Actually, excuse me, not YouTube. It doesn't have to be listed there right now. But your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Pinterest, and your .com. That's what would be listed right here. Oh, wow. And so as you connect with people here on Facebook, you could just be, you could be like, you could say, hey, David, you know what? And you kind of did mention it earlier. Kind of, this stuff is confusing and overwhelming. Social media is kind of crazy, right? Yeah, but, absolutely. And although you've gotten comfortable with Facebook, I've gotten comfortable with Facebook. To tell you the truth, this is where 99% of my business comes from, is this personal page on Facebook. And just because you and I are in love with Facebook, we cannot assume that the 809 friends that we got over here, we can't assume that they're in love with Facebook as well. For all I know, Katrina could be she could be in love with Instagram, or she could be in love with Pinterest. Although I met her here, how do I know that she doesn't spend most of her time over there?
Okay.
And again, as a realtor, you need everyone seeing that property. Like that listing, that open house, that whatever you're pitching, like you want to be able to post that, and then your audience sees it on their favorite platform.
Right.
Even though you met them here, you're still going to meet them there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So by having those links here is super, super important. I'll show you what that looks like. But it just gives people the ability to right away, they notice the Twitter, they notice the Pinterest, they notice the Instagram little link. They click on it, and right away they're following you over there. And that's just by simply implementing these simple links that go right there. And then also they would go over here. So when you click on the About section, right where it says September 1st, every single link, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, your email address, your website address, everything would be listed right here conveniently under September 1st.
Okay.
So the way that looks is, if you look at my timeline, for example, on my page, in the intro, in my last 19 years, Google, Facebook, internet marketing, consulting, working for a mortgage company, I could list so much in this intro, it's ridiculous. But the only link I care to share with Katrina, the only link I need her really following me on, is my business page, and it's right there.
Okay.
So it's the only call to action. There's no other link. So on your page, you have 2 links. And I know it doesn't seem too crazy, but it's one too many. You only want people going to your page and your page only. That's it.
Well, honestly, I didn't even know what the other one was.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Most don't. Most don't. And it's these simple little tweaks that make a huge difference. So,
Right.
for example, on my page, I have one call to action, one link. It takes them straight to my business page. And because I've ran ads on this page, which I'll show you what type of ad I ran, because I'm going to suggest that you run the same type of ad. I've ran ads on my business page, but also because I simply have it listed right here, I have 3,800 friends. So 3,800 friends on my personal Facebook list. And because I simply have it linked here, I'm driving a lot of the traffic over here. And because I simply have it there, I'm now at 7,300 likes on this page. So that right there, you'll be able to capture a lot of your traffic by simply directing them where you want them to go. But also, if you scroll down, so on my page here, if you scroll down, every single link is listed conveniently for Katrina. So Katrina, her favorite platform could be Instagram. Click on it right away, and automatically it's connected. You're connected to my Instagram. The 615 followers, these followers came because I simply have it listed on my Facebook.
Wow.
So again, when you're posting a property, you want them seeing it over here as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's super convenient, super basic, but super, super important. And because they're listed here by default, when you click on the About, they're also listed over here. So if you notice, Pinterest, YouTube, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, my .com, my email, if you really, really notice, every single one of them is the exact name. Not one dot, not one /, not one underscore, not one number or letter different. It's the exact same character name. And so that's what you want to do in your particular case. You want to pick that one name that you're going to brand. And then you just create every single social platform under that exact name. You get the email and you get the .com. And now you have everything listed. Now people can follow you on their favorite platforms. Now you give one name for everybody to remember. So if they ever Google you in the future, because people, I mean, information, what really is separating you or what's really the difference between you and the other 9 billion realtors? Like, you have to be able to brand yourself. And this is the basics of how you do it on social media. So giving someone one name to remember, if they ever Google you, they're going to find you somewhere. And that's a good thing. So having everything listed, having everything under the same exact name, super important for your personal page, and then super important for your business page. So when you click on the about on your business page, this is where everything would be listed. So rather than having this .com, this is your actual website. But what I would do is I would do KatrinaKarchnerRealtor.com. That might be a little long for Twitter and the other usernames like LinkedIn, but you could still use that name. Like you need to, if that's the name you're going to brand, you got to create every page under that exact name and even the .com. And when you get the .com, you can forward it to this page so nothing changes.
Oh, wow.
When someone types in www.KatrinaKarchnerRealtor.com, it'll forward and take them automatically to this page. So nothing changes, but the name, you now own the .com, you now own the name. That's the only thing that changes. And in the future, if you're not even with KW in the future, you can always forward that .com because you own it. You can always forward it to your new website.
Okay. I was always wondering about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but right here as well, it'd be everything branded, everything the same name. It'd be LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, your Snapchat. And so, as I mentioned earlier, it's not as important to be active on all of them. Every single one of them would be tied to your email. So any type of message that would come from someone on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, it would come to your email. So you're not going to miss out on anything by not being active on all of them. It's all tied to you no matter what. But just having them listed and having them set up and having that branded, that consistent brand, that's what's important. That's what's super important. And just giving people the ability, having them listed, and then giving people the ability to follow you on their favorite platform.
Right.
You know, so those are the links. Those are the social media platforms. Those are the highly suggested tips that you go out there and really implement. I'll leave you with two more, and these are big ones. These are super big ones. And then definitely ask me any questions you may have. But here's the last two. What people do on this particular page, the reason why this page is super, super important is because it's the only page, it's the only social media page that you can scale. And what I mean by scaling is it's the only page that you can literally run a Facebook ad for and get hundreds of thousands of people to come over here and click like. Because what most people end up doing, and the way, you haven't really started this page yet, but what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up hitting this button right here, invite your friends to like this page, and you're going to start inviting all your friends over here to like the page. The only problem with that is that it's super, super time consuming. It's going to take you forever. And at the same time, you don't even have a lot of friends over here. 109 is not a lot on here. So I can tell that you're not requesting as many people as you should. And
I actually don't request anybody.
You probably don't. And I was going to say, and you're probably not accepting requests as they're being sent to you.
Well, honestly, I do accept the requests. I filter them because even as I filtered them, I still get crazy guys. It's just ridiculous, honestly.
Just don't accept the guys. Like, don't accept the guys, and just go out there and you go on a request blitz and go out there and request, get your number from 809. You need to get that to 5,000.
Yeah.
Like, if you really, that's social media. So social media is all about building this brand, giving off this certain type of perception, and building an audience. And now you have these people. You don't have to get crazy personal. You don't have to, you don't have to post things that you don't want to post.
Right.
But putting out video, putting out pictures, educating people on your city is what you definitely need to be doing. Like this video, I haven't pressed play, but this isn't you, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that video, how comfortable are you on video?
Well, that's one of the things that I was trying to develop. I have a group page that I had set up because I was going to start interviewing people as a form of, growing my sphere and kind of getting out in the community and do live video. But I know so little. It's so overwhelming. So at this point, I mean, honestly, the dollar is almighty in my life right now. So that's really
Yes.
what I've had to chase. So I've had to put that. I mean, I still have time to deal with it, but I'm just so overwhelmed with it, and I'm spending a lot of my time right now in in a different niche in real estate, trying to at least get a sale made so I can do things. I can concentrate on my Facebook page and things like that, because I know you can see that I'm I hardly know what I'm doing. I mean, no clue what to click on. I've never actually, I think I've seen my page from how other people would see it, but I still don't even understand what to do with it when I see it like that. I don't know what that
This
means.
page right here?
Well, any of them. I don't know I just kind of put it together and I go, okay, well, I think that works, and then move on.
Okay. So here's what you want to kind of focus on this particular page.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to start requesting more friends on this particular page. Start
Okay.
building up your friend list. That's what you want to start focusing on. Start requesting a bunch of people, and don't request the creeps. Try to look for
Right.
professionals and whatnot. Start building your network up on this page right here.
Okay.
But the reason why this page over here is so important is because this is where you're going to be posting nothing but real estate related stuff. Like, you're still going to post real estate related stuff on your personal page, but this right here is quote unquote a business page.
Right.
So it's tended to post more real estate related stuff. But at the same time, this page is what you use to run Facebook ads. So Facebook ads is where you start advertising listings and open houses, or you start getting yourself on video, and then you start running a Facebook ad. Like for example, let me show you on my page right here. I just shared this morning. This is one of my clients. This is a client named Rebecca. She's in San Francisco. This is her husband, or her soon-to-be husband. She talks about the story of her and him in this short video. It's a real estate video, but this is her soon-to-be husband. And so what they got going on is they're running Facebook ads of their video to their farm every single week. And that's it. And so they're targeting homeowners. So they're targeting homeowners. They're targeting people that are most likely to move. They're targeting renters that have shown interest in Realtor.com and Zillow. They're targeting specific types of people, and this video is going viral to those people. And so that right there is the most you need to know about Facebook ads, and about social media marketing. Social media marketing, I'm going to narrow it down to Facebook ads. And then I'm going to narrow that down to a video. So if you can start getting comfortable cutting videos, short videos, that interviewing, I have a book coming out, and it talks about everything you just mentioned. This book should be out shortly, but I posted it a few days ago, or like a week ago or whatever. Let me see if I can find it. But my point is that it's right here. So this is a book. I was supposed to release it 2 days ago, but I'm still editing it. I'm not fully 100%, but it'll be out in a few days. But in this book, I talk about all those different topics that you mentioned, interviewing people, all those different topics that you can create a video for, and what you want to do, the extent of what you need to know. Like, you don't need to be a crazy social media expert, Katrina. Like, I'm telling you, you don't. I'm giving you a crash course right now. All you would have to start doing is start putting out these types of videos. Where did it go? And then start running Facebook ads to the right type of people. And that's super, super, super cost effective. I mean, I think he spent like maybe $20 on getting like 4,300 views, and they're targeting everyone in the Bay Area where he farms.
Right.
That's crazy effective, like crazy effective for like pennies, So even if you don't have a budget, what I'm showing you is just everything that needs to be listed here on this personal page. Everything, all the links that need to be listed in the about section on your business page. And then the last two suggestions would be running a Facebook ad to get thousands of people. Let's just say 5,000. Running a Facebook ad. It's called a Facebook engagement page like ad. An engagement page like ad. That's a specific type of Facebook ad. So you would run that ad, take the number 2 up to 5,000. Like get a few thousand homeowners to like this page that all live in your area. And then the last suggestion that you're going to end up doing is this one right here. I could tell you're not posting on this page. It's March 11th, the last one. But what you're going to want to do is, I don't know if you've done this before, but let me ask you, have you done a video of you introducing yourself?
I have not.
Okay. That's your next step. So your next step is to get out of that comfort zone. No one knows how nervous you are but you. They can't tell. No one knows. People are going to flip out just for the fact that you did one. They're going to give you praise just for the fact that you did one. They have no idea how nervous you really are. And you can't even tell on camera. Trust me. It's like you're looking in the mirror. And I know everyone talks to themselves in the mirror to a certain extent, but it's similar to that. Look into that camera, look into that phone, and just go on a 3-minute rant about Katrina, about how awesome you are, about how much you love real estate, on how much you love helping people, on how much you love your city, and your city is the most amazing place to buy property, how beautiful it is out there in Colorado. Go on a 3-minute rant about yourself and about how much you just love helping and love your city. And then you take that video and you pin it. It's what Facebook calls, you pin it to the top of your page. So it's the first thing that someone sees when they land here. So not only does someone land here, and right now I landed here and there was 1 like. I'm the second one. I don't know if you've been in the business for 3 days or 30 years, and it doesn't even matter, but based on your numbers, no one's going to take you seriously.
Right.
Like you could be in the business for 25 years and freaking crushing it and closing 20 escrows every month. But because there's 2 people that like your business page, people are going to look at you different.
Right.
Because people on social media don't know that you're closing 20 deals a month. They don't know that you've been in the business for 25 years. I don't know any of that. I'm just looking at your page and looking at your numbers and judging it to a certain extent on that, which is very sad, to tell you the truth, because you're probably awesome and the most knowledgeable realtor out there. But based on some freaking number on social media, I wouldn't know that. You know what I mean? So the way that you take it up is you just simply run a Facebook ad. So rather than sitting here and inviting everyone to like your page, which not all of them are going to like it, and at the same time, most people that you invite on your friends list to like it, the ones that are genuine and the ones that do want to support you, like myself, we are going to come over here and click like. But to tell you the truth, I'm in San Diego, and I'm probably not buying or selling in Highlands Ranch anytime soon.
Right.
So for you to take the time to invite me, it's kind of a waste of time.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you can just run a Facebook ad and take those likes up to thousands of potential, clients. That's one ad. And then the second ad, run the Facebook video. And that's what's going on with this guy over here. Eli, he's running a Facebook video on this. In fact, to tell you the truth, I'm running it for him. I'm running this Facebook video ad and targeting the Bay Area, and we've already had 4,300 views on that video. Same thing with his soon-to-be wife, Rebecca. We're at 4,700 views. And so those are targeting homeowners. Those are targeting her farm. And any leads that will be coming in, all they got to do is simply hit send message, and they'll send her a message on Facebook. That's it.
Right.
So what I suggest, everything that I went over is just the most important. Get all your social media links set up first, then run a Facebook ad for your likes and run a Facebook ad for your video. And take that video, take the views up to 10,000 views. And then again, you pin that to the top of your page. So now when someone lands here, not only do they see 5,200 likes, but they see your video because it's pinned to the top and it's the first post they see. But they see your video, and your video is at 9,700 views.
Right. Yeah.
That right there, automatically, if I saw that first, Katrina, and I'm in the social media industry, if I saw that first, you would have had my jaw on the ground, because that first impression is everything.
It's just so foreign to me. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't open my Facebook page up until it's been less than a year up to the public. I have 15 friends for the last 10 years, and I don't really care. I mean, again, this, even being a realtor is crazy for me. I'm not a person that likes to be out there, and like, so to see that somebody viewed something that many times, I really have never noticed that kind of thing. Like
Yes.
I when I go to, decide if I'm going to accept friend requests, that's when I really notice like how many friends they have and that kind of thing. And I still feel like I'm probably not all that well informed when I'm looking at that kind of stuff either.
See, everything that I just mentioned is
Mhm.
everything that it is.
Mhm.
Social media, it's just about having an audience on a particular platform.
Mhm.
And the top platforms are really the ones that I mentioned: Instagram,
Right.
LinkedIn, Twitter,
Mhm.
Pinterest, YouTube. Those are the main ones. And as long as you just have a presence, and as long as you just have them listed,
Mhm.
organically people are going to start following you over there.
Mhm.
And so as you continue to post over here, listings, open houses, real estate related stuff, you want that on those platforms as well.
Mhm.
And that's just what allows you to build an audience and allows you to build a brand and allows you to start to filter through people and
Mhm.
start closing deals,
Right.
because you now have this brand and now people are attracted to you. But the reason why this page over here is so powerful is because it's all about followers and the people you're connecting with. Like, for example, on your personal Facebook friend list, you have 809. And
Mhm.
it's probably taken you a while just to get to 809. And you probably are thinking right now, holy crap, that's a lot of people,
Exactly.
right? You're probably thinking that. You're like, why the hell do I even need to be connected with these amount of people?
Yeah.
Right? And that's on a small level 800, but to someone like you that's not fully used to it yet, that seems like freaking 18,000 people, right?
Right.
And so I'm just here to kind of focus it in now, narrow it in. You being a realtor, this is where everyone is at. So
Mhm.
every past client, every existing client, every future client you'll ever close escrow on has a Facebook account.
Mhm.
Now, are they on Instagram? Yeah, they probably are, because here's the numbers. This was 2017, but 2 billion people are on Facebook,
Crazy.
1.5 billion people on YouTube, 700 million on Instagram, 328 million on Twitter, 255 million on Snapchat. 1.25 billion people are communicating through Facebook Messenger, just like you and I communicated.
Mhm.
1.2 billion people are communicating through that one freaking app every
Mhm.
single month.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like your future escrows, dude, I'm telling you, your future clients, they're all
Mhm.
here.
Yeah.
So it starts with Facebook, obviously, 2 billion people, everyone's here, you and I are here. And now we just got to add the links for everything else because we know they're all over there too. So
Mhm.
if I can meet them over here on Facebook and I can lead them to follow me over here as well, that's going to allow me to build the relationship and build my brand even more,
Mhm.
which would allow people to even trust me and believe me and follow me even more
Mhm.
and eventually want to do business with me.
Right.
That's it. That's it. And then on top of that, I'm literally giving you a crash course.
Mhm.
Aside of that, the only other thing you need to know is Facebook ads, and that's why this page is important. That's why this page is required, because
Mhm.
this is the business page that is required to run a Facebook ad.
Mhm.
So when it comes to advertising, when it comes to advertising on the internet, when it comes to advertising on social media, I'm narrowing it all down to one channel. The only channel you need to get used to, in my humble opinion, is Facebook ads, and it's all done through this page.
Okay.
So that's why you need this page, is because this is where you'll start running Facebook ads.
Mhm.
And any type of video, a video on your city, a video on the school district, a video on the mayor, a video on the nightlife, a video on your favorite restaurant, a video on your favorite coffee house.
Mhm.
Start doing more videos of your city. And then you take those videos, and this is where you're putting them all. You're putting them all on this page. You're uploading them just like you uploaded this picture.
Mhm.
Same exact thing. You're doing it with a video.
Mhm.
And then you take that post, you come over here to your business page, you take that post and you share it to your personal page.
Mhm.
So that's it, Katrina. And it comes down to putting out posts every day. So you
Right.
want to post something on this particular page on your business page and on your Facebook profile page. Forget about the other platforms for right now. The most important thing is having them listed and set up. That's the most important for the Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Like on mine over here, you would think that I'm a social butterfly because I have them all set up.
Mm-hmm.
To tell you the truth, I'm not. I never pinned once. I'm never on LinkedIn. I don't think I ever, I never Snapchatted once, and I never tweet.
Right.
But I have them set up, I have them listed, and the only name I'm giving off to Katrina is David Cantero 3P.
Mm-hmm.
So if she ever remembers that, if she ever Googles that, she's going to find me somewhere.
Right.
And she's gonna find me on a social media platform. She's not gonna find me on a website. So your KW website, it does you no good. It absolutely means nothing. When you Google your name, that's not what's going to be found first. It's going to be some social media platform. It's either going to be YouTube. It's either going to be your LinkedIn. It's either going to be your Snapchat or your Twitter. When you Google yourself, if you have that name and if it's listed. So that's pretty much it, Katrina. Those are the basics. Getting your likes up to 5,000, for example, running a Facebook video ad and getting that to 10,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have the brand. Now you have the perception. Now when people land there, they automatically assume that Katrina's the queen of real estate because of the numbers that are reflecting.
Right.
And they have no idea you're brand new to the industry.
Mm-hmm.
That's super powerful. That's social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
So any questions whatsoever?
Well, I mean, obviously you're doing this for a living. So I think because what would take me weeks to do would probably take you 15 minutes. So at some point I would like to, I would like to know about, your fees and structure and things. I'm not prepared for that right now.
Yes.
And I definitely appreciate the suggestions because I can, even if it takes me a few weeks, I can at least get it done.
Exactly. And again, that's kind of the only time someone hires me, a realtor, is if they just don't have the time or they don't have the knowledge or they just feel it may take them longer than what they, hope for. But here's kind of the bottom line. Here's what I end up doing. Everything I mentioned is what I would do. So I would literally go out there and set up every social platform for you under that one exact name. And then I would list everything on your personal page and list everything on your business page. So it looks super legit and it's super consistent with the branding. So it'll look really good and link to every platform. And then number 2, I get the .com for that name as well. So that's something separate. That's through GoDaddy. If you go to GoDaddy right now and just buy your own domain, whether it's your first and last name, whether it's your first last name realtor, whatever it may be, you'll probably GoDaddy. It's about $14-15 for your .com a year, which is not a big deal. But I've been with them for so long where I get them for like $1. So it's ridiculously cheap and I just package it all. So number 2, I get the .com. Number 3 is I run a Facebook video ad. So at some point, whether you and I work together or not, this is your next step. These are all your first few steps. You have to get all this done first. So what I'm suggesting is you have to cut that video. Like you have to introduce yourself to the world. You just do. And then you pin it to the top of your business page and then you run a Facebook ad on it and you target your farm and you get thousands of people to view it. And you're really getting the thousands of views for perception. You're getting it to leverage the number. You're getting it so that video now has 5,700 views. And you're putting it to the top. So you're really running, the whole objective of running that ad, it's not even to get a bunch of leads. Are leads going to come out of it? Yes. You may get some lead out of it for sure. But it's really the branding. It's really to capture the views, to get our face known, but to really take it from 0 to 10,000 views right away.
Right.
Rather than just trying to share it on your Facebook page and you have 800 friends over there and you might get maybe 100, maybe 110 views.
Right.
I'm talking about running a Facebook ad and getting 10,000 views. That's crazy different, So number 3, that's what I'm going to do. Number 4, the last one, I take the page from where you're currently at to, it's just a brand new page, but I would take it up 5,000 likes. And those 5,000 likes, we're targeting buyers, we're targeting sellers, we're targeting homeowners and renters, we're targeting people who love real estate. These are the people that we're grabbing from Facebook to like and follow your page. So that's what I do, Katrina, and I do it all at a one-time $4.99. That's it. So there's no monthly costs. There's nothing else. And unless we go into more Facebook advertising, that would be for the future. But that's where I also have even more suggestions and more tips for you. But that's for when you're really ready to start something consistent. And that's more on a monthly Facebook ad type of strategy. But right now, these are the basics that have to be done.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. And at this point, I got to keep your information. And
Perfect.
when I have a sale, I would love to have you help me, because I could definitely use the help. It was definitely on my mind to find somebody. So I'm really glad you reached out to me, because that's going to make it really easy when I do have that sale, because that's one of the first things I need to get done. I know how important it is, and I'm kind of, well, again, I've been drinking from a fire hose for the last year plus, and I'm trying to.
Yes.
I need to. Once I get that first check in the bank, I'm gonna feel a whole hell of a lot better. But yeah, right now I really appreciate the advice and the time you've taken with me. Probably by the time I get thing 1 done, I'll have money, and I'll just say, like, please take it over.
Yes. I'm telling you, let's stay in touch. And here's another thing that I want you to keep in mind as well, is if you know any homeowner, like whether it's a family member, a friend, a past client, whether it's your own home, whatever. I don't know if it's happening in your town just yet, but it's definitely happening in California, and it's happening all across the country. Solar is completely dominating the entire country. People are going solar. Every homeowner that you're going to be doing business with in the future will be going solar.
Uh-huh.
So what we offer in this particular program is if you refer me any client, any homeowner, I should say, if you refer any homeowner, all we want to do is give them a free 0 down estimate to see if solar would be cheaper than what they're currently paying. So any referral that I can simply give a free estimate to, I would take your business page up 1,000 likes.
Okay.
So all I do is submit their utility bill, draw up a free proposal, and give it to them. That's it. Whether they go solar, it doesn't even matter. All it is an estimate to see if solar would be cheaper than what they're currently paying with their utility company.
Okay.
So this right here is super, super powerful. Are you starting to see more homes go solar out where you're at?
We have a ton of homes that have gone solar. Our biggest problem is when you go to sell the home, the lease that's left on the solar panels usually can become an issue.
Haven't you just wrapped it? Do you just wrap it into the sell price?
They really haven't. They really leave it kind of as an extra, typically out there, that you have to take over. So no, that would make a lot more sense to wrap it in the price.
Yes, but the next buyer, that person would definitely take over. That's what's happening. So buyers are looking for properties that have solar. That's what you're going to start experiencing. So you'll start seeing more buyers that want properties like that.
Okay.
So if they end up having to take over a lease, for example, it's no big deal for them. You'll notice it's no big deal for the next buyer. So if you do you own a home now?
I do not.
If you, family member, neighbor, friend, whatever, anyone we can simply give a free estimate to, that's an offer for you, is 1,000 likes, and that's targeted likes that could take your page up, pretty big.
Okay, awesome.
So keep that one in mind as well.
For sure.
Cool. Let's stay in touch. Do you have any deals in the pipeline now? What do you got going on now?
No, I don't. Like I said, I'm working on a new niche that I found, and I'm trying to figure out my way in that, and that's going to get it done. Because that's been the whole problem, is there's like I said, there's 18,000 different ways that you can do this, and where's your particular niche? It could be anything. So, and
Yes.
as entrepreneurs, I think we have a little bit of that, short attention span, well, those squirrel syndrome, where we just kind of pop around because, the next shiny object. So I finally settled, and waiting to just turn this around.
So I cannot give you enough credit for really knowing the importance of a niche. That's amazing that you're thinking that way. Really amazing. Because most don't. Most aren't thinking niche. Most aren't thinking that at all.
Okay, well, and I know you could. I mean, I don't. I told too many people all my ideas because I have some good ideas. I have a follow through problem sometimes, but I know you could really help me out on the little niche I'm trying to drive out that I've put on hold.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to send you a link for a free book. I want you to order this book whenever you can. It's a free book. All you do is pay a few bucks for shipping and handling.
Okay.
But it's my mentor, a guy by the name of Russell Brunson. And what he does, what he teaches in this specific, he's an internet marketing guy for one. He's just a huge internet marketing guru. But he wrote this book, and it's called Expert Secrets, and he gives it away for free. And it's a real physical book. He'll ship it to your house. But it's a real book. It's an amazing book. It's a New York Times bestseller book. And it talks about in that book how to really perfect, but how to master going after a particular niche. So whatever your passion is, whatever business you're doing or building, he teaches you in that book in a fun way how to master going after that niche and how to bring the most value, how to set up your systems, how to it's just an amazing, insanely amazing book. So I think that might help you.
Yeah, absolutely. It was called Expert. I'm sorry.
I'll send you the link right now. You can just click on the link and order it.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, but order that book for sure. It's the cost of probably a Starbucks.
Right.
Because it's the shipping and handling that you're paying for. So I think it's like $7 shipping and handling, if anything. But that book right there will freaking teach you a lot from what you just told me and how you're trying to master a niche. You need that book for sure.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you for the suggestion.
Yes, definitely. I'll send you a link for that, and let's stay in touch. Before you know it, it'll be 2019. I want to help you sooner than later. So
yeah, absolutely.
Reach out to me.
Perfect. I definitely will, David. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes. You're so welcome, Katrina. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, you as well. Bye-bye.